The All-American Otaku Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All American Otaku Show. We're going to do a deep dive into Spice Wolf, which is an anime slash manga slash remake anime. This anime focuses on a merchant named Lawrence and the Holo, the wise wolf, who is a wolf goddess of the harvest. He goes to this town to do some trading where he gets some wheat, and in the cart, he ends up with this girl who was completely naked with a wolf tail and ears. Eventually, he finds out this girl is the wolf goddess Hollow, which leads into them having a festival. The people who are part of the festival want to be free of the goddess going after her. Him going to defend them, and they said kill him, and she turns into a wolf and gets rid of him. This anime is not known for its major action, but what it's known for is its economy, and as well as medieval trade and merchants things as such. This anime also goes into the idea of slice and life, as well as the other aspects, rather than, okay, we're going to fight dragons, we're going to fight goblins or something. This goes into the aspects of what is religion, what is the need to go home, what is immortality truly like. This anime we're going to analyze into comparing it to its original and its remake. Here's the analyze of the anime and its remake. Hello, welcome back to the All American Otaku Show. Now I'm going to compare the remake anime to the original anime. The original anime was quite a bit shorter with only 26 episodes. Even though the anime has the 20, actually it was 24 episodes. The remake has about 24 episodes as well, but there's going to be a second season. While the original one only had 1 to 2 seasons, broken up into 12. Some of the characters were changed the gender. They added some stuff, such as at the very end, trying to escape from the church, from the townspeople, all the way to what ends up being the cave. And the townspeople of that were going to get annihilated for being in the church being heretic until they renegotiate the deal. That stuff was changed. Some of the things that were similar was Hollow trying to go with the other merchant, Hollow having issues of trying to be alone and coming grips of the idea that the area that she once knew has long since been gone. It also goes into more details of the relationship between the merchant and Hollow the Wise Wolf, or Merchant Lawrence. It also goes into very well more detail about who these characters are in the relationships, as well as the steps they go to try to stay together, and a what I am guessing a budding love. They also included different theme music from the beginning and end of the remake into the name. That's normal. They also included an intro where Hollow was talking to what seems to be a daughter, and how they met the merchant and telling her a story. With half of the season cut up where she goes like, "Oh, is that the end? Tell me more." And it goes into more and more detail about Hollow and the merchant, and then it goes even in the end where it cuts into the idea of, "Oh, are you going to tell me more of the story tomorrow?" There is a lot of aspects of even the animation quality is a little bit different, but not much. It also goes into more of the merchant side and more of the idea of the money making side of the anime compared to the original. While the original was still good, but this one I suspect it's more a case of like the manga. This anime is very well detailed, even though it's well within its differences. Both of them are very good, but the remake, it seems more like the relationship is more stronger and more aspects and more conflict. Like in also a difference is what he was selling, what they didn't need in the original was firearms, but in the remake it was armor. These are just only a few of the major differences in there. Now here's Mr. Pat to compare the remake anime to the manga. Thank you.
Doing Spice and Wolf, the recent newer one that remake. And with me, it's a comparison of the manga. And so let's get to it. The new manga, I kind of like how it starts out, comparatively a lot different in the fact that you actually meet Holo and Lawrence's child right off the bat, and her asking questions about stories to tell, and I think it's a really interesting take, quite different, but interesting take on the story and how it progresses from there. Let's see. So when he first meets Hollow, everyone, or the whole story goes that he gets totally freaked out and runs away or passes out or whatever. In this one, in the manga, it's quite different. He is initially scared witless, but instead of the idea of him run away, he just douses himself with alcohol. Okay, I need to wake up. And she comments, it's not a hallucination. And he's like, okay. So the fact that when she eats wheat or drinks blood, there's two forms. The wheat is initially she eats will only be partial, while the blood she pulls in, she turns to full form. The story in that part was that her arm just goes shooting out, and it's pretty elongated form, and that's when he douses himself with alcohol, and you know, he gets a little curious, and she says it's okay, and he touches their paw and comments. I think in subcategory that it feels like a dragon's paw. I don't know if that's any correlation to the actual story later on, but he never ever does run away. He never ever goes back to town, and that aspect, he's scared, but he never goes back. You know, they have a little more discussion before she, hijacks his clothes that the very next day, and they meet off their merry way. The other parts, like the next chapter about the coins. Oh, and I didn't add that to it, but this story itself is a bit of a economic kind of story, and that's kind of unusual. But the whole idea of economics is in this one is it's part of the idea of him being a merchant and explaining to her, and she picks up rather quickly. Being she says is she's a wise and Wise Wolf. So I recommend this one. It has a little decent amount of romance in it, but it's not the main story. It's a bit of a slice of life mixed in with economics. I like it. I give it 4 out of 5. Or 4 out of 5. And this is a really good one. I actually finished it a while ago, but I had to rewatch the anime itself and the reread the manga because as memory goes, you don't remember everything. So this is Mr. Pat, and please enjoy this new Spice of Wolf.
Welcome to the show where anime dreams come alive. Let's go! All American Otaku vivified, diving deep into the anime tide. From the screen to the page, we're turning every stage. All American Otaku where worlds collide. From the 90s till now, the passion's been real. Anime and manga, it's how we feel. Conventions and scenes, cooking up dreams. Japanese culture bursting at the seams. From the 90s till now, the passion's been real. Anime and manga, it's how we feel. Conventions and scenes, cooking up dreams. Japanese culture bursting at the seams. All American Otaku vivified, diving deep into the anime tide. From the screen to the page, we're turning every stage. All American Otaku where worlds collide. I'm there and Mr. Pat by my side, exploring every genre, let's take that ride. From action to drama, it's all here. Community strong,